Welcome everyone. In today's video, I wanted to do a quick review over all of the places where you can get yield on your SOL tokens. So if you're bullish on Solana and the ecosystem and you just want to hold your SOL tokens for the long term and not sell, you might as well get some good yields on them as well. So I'm just going to do a quick review of the places where you can go deposit your tokens and then earn yield upon them. So there will be a few lending and borrowing marketplaces, liquid staking providers, and LP positions. So we're going to start from the bottom, go to the places where you can get the least yield, and then we'll finish at the place where you can get the most yield. So we're going to start off with Parrot Finance. So Parrot Finance is a lending and borrowing marketplace. So you can deposit your SOL tokens here and then get a deposit APY for it. So you're currently getting 0.27% on your SOL tokens, and also your liquid staking Marinade stake SOL tokens, you can get a 0% APY. So you can only basically just use it as collateral. But yeah, this is the first place. The second lending and borrowing protocol is going to be Solend. So this functions fairly similarly to Aave on Ethereum, and so does Parrot Finance. So you can come here, you can deposit your Solana, and then you can borrow against it, or you can simply just collect a supply APY. And currently, right now, you're only getting 1.3%. The next place is Parrot Finance. So Parrot Finance, you can come here, you can stake with Parrot, so you can deposit your SOL tokens, and then you are able to mint PRT SOL, and that SOL you can go around, take it into the DeFi ecosystem, use it as collateral, trade it. It is the equivalent of like a SOL token, but it also gives you yield as well. And then you can use those PRT SOL tokens to do whatever you want. And the next place is Socian. So this is a liquid staking provider. It's similar to like Lido Finance if you're familiar with that on Ethereum. So you can come here, deposit your SOL tokens, and then you'll be given the SOCN coin, and that's similar to the PRT SOL. So basically, it's just a yield bearing token that gives you price exposure to Solana. So you can come here and then you can see the different people that you can stake with, and currently I think Parrot Finance gives you 7.73%, so that's pretty nice. And so I was talking about Lido. So Lido does actually have a product on Solana right now. So I think they launched mainnet today, which is the 8th of September. So liquid staking Solana, you can deposit your SOL tokens here and then get a 5.8% APR. So right now, there are a couple of places where you can actually use the stake Solana, so Saber, Radium, Serum. So Lido has like a working product on Ethereum and also Terra. So it's got a big brand name, it's got loads of backers, so I can expect stake Solana to be quite popular within the ecosystem, as they're quite good with business development. So a lot of places will start accepting stake Solana as like collateral or something that you can trade against. The next liquid staking service provider is Marinade. So Marinade Finance has come from one of the Solana X Serum hackathons where it came in third place. So it's got a lot of native support from people in the Solana ecosystem, and I think it was the first to go on mainnet. And currently, right now, you can get 6.21% APY. Now on to LP positions. So if you have any SOL tokens, you can go to Mercurial Finance and then go to this pool, and then you can become an LP for the Pisol SOL pool. So Pisol is like a synthetic SOL token that you can get from Parrot Finance, and currently right now you can get 14.52% APY, and that APY is paid out both in Mercurial Finance tokens and Parrot Finance tokens. So it's not paid out natively in SOL, so you're going to need to sell those off and then convert it to SOL yourself, or you can hold on to these tokens and then experience price appreciation on these SOL tokens. So you might actually outperform doing it that way, but it's always a risk that you need to like weigh for yourself. So you don't actually need SOL and PSOL to enter this pool. You can have one or the other and still enter it. So you don't really need to worry too much about that. The next place is Radium. So Radium has pools of which you can enter, and then you can become an LP. and one of their pools is MSol Sol. So this is the Marinade Sol that was available from Marinade Finance. So you can come here, and it's currently earning you 17.21% APY. The next LP position is Saber. So Saber Finance, they're like a stable swap platform, and on here you can become a liquidity provider for MSol Sol, and that's currently paying you out 7% APY. You also have Parrot Sol, which gives you 19% APY. And I think the last one is Pisol Parrot Sol, which is currently paying out 30% APY. So interestingly enough, these two Solana tokens here are both from Parrot Finance itself, and Parrot Finance is like one of the major DeFi protocols in the Solana ecosystem. So the return that you get from entering these Saber Finance Solana LP positions is actually in Saber tokens. Um, so again, like Mercurial Finance, you're going to have to swap those tokens for more Solana. Now, the last place I wanted to go to utilizes the LP tokens from Saber Finance. So Sunny Aggregator allows you to take your MSOL Sol position, deposit into Standing Aggregator, and then you can receive quite a high yield in Sunny tokens and also Saber tokens. And this is probably the best place you can go right now if you just want pure yield. If you would prefer to get your yield back in Sol, then I would probably recommend going over to one of the liquid staking solutions, or just bounce your money around some of the money market protocols, because occasionally they will have a spike in the deposit APY for Sol when you deposit there. And lastly, you can go to some centralized exchanges like FTX or Kraken to deposit yourself there, but this was just a video for the decentralized finance ecosystem and where you could go to deposit Sol. But thank you for watching. I hope this was informative, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.